people, their lives are changing. We're flying high, creating a complaint-free world. No more complaining. People, their lives are changing. We're flying high, creating a complaint-free world. No more.
I was thinking this morning about the 4th of July, and I was thinking about the Constitution, and I was thinking about the Bill of Rights. And I was thinking that it's almost as if the challenges that we are facing today are unexpected consequences of the very rights that we have. Here's what I mean. I think, and these are all just my opinions, and I will not argue politics with anyone. The First Amendment, rather, guarantees the freedom of the press, the freedom of religion, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The reason the freedom of press was put in there, I feel, and it was literally, we had to memorize it first day in journalism school at the University of South Carolina. The reason it was in there is because kings and tyrants would force the press to push whatever agenda they wanted. And what was hoped was that in the United States of America, the press would speak truth to power. Wonderful notion. And has it been perfect at all? No, not at all. Has it truly spoken the truth all the time? No. Does everyone who writes and edits a story, et cetera, and publishes a story have some sort of an agenda? Yep, always have. I think, though, that we've reached a point, and I don't want to discuss one way or the other, but I think that we've actually reached a point where the press has elevated that to the point of presenting what is not the truth to people simply to get them to follow them. And this is not new. The National Enquirer and the Globe have been making up stories for decades. It's one of the fun things to do when you're in the checkout line. There's Teddy again. I remember seeing one, Satan escapes from hell. And these are headlines like this is truth. And I think that the United States is a wonderful experiment. It's been said that many times. Is it a perfect experiment? No. We run around and by the way, I'm not going to leave you in a damper here, but I do want to point some things out. And that is, we run around screaming, we're number one, we're number one. And I saw a thing that said that we're only number one in incarcerations of our citizens, infant mortality, and something else. Everything else we're pretty far down. And that means that there are opportunities. The United States is a wonderful, beautiful experiment that is and must continue to evolve. And the only way for it to evolve collectively is for us to evolve individually. And more importantly, to be okay with everyone else's evolution. I grew up in a home that was one strong political party. And somewhere along the lines, I began to change. And I realized my daughter was asking me, what was the catalyst, if there was one. And I said, you know what? I remember that late at night, because I was up late at nights. I don't remember why. And I would listen to the radio from around the world, and I would listen to what people around the world were actually living like and going through. And prior to that, because the news was local, pretty much national, maybe there might be an international story from here to here, but I didn't really pay attention. And when I began to get into other people's lives and understand other people's lives, that's when I began to see myself in the world and see what I can be and what I can do. And I want to give thanks that the United States continues to be this wonderful experiment I've learned, you're going to laugh about this, but I've learned so much about some of the history of the United States because it was included in the Broadway show Hamilton, which I've listened to, I don't know how many dozens of times, scores of times. How about that? And the United States was always like, which way are we going? Not sure, not sure, not sure. And when you bring that down, doesn't that kind of feel like your own life? Doesn't it feel like your own life? I think a challenge I have is people who just want to complain, big surprise, about the United States and how terrible things are. I'm not saying there is a line here between we're number one without a lot of evidence to back that up, and the United States sucks. And somewhere in the middle there, just like our own lives, we don't want to be bipolar. Somewhere in the middle is an appreciation for the mess that is democracy, the mess that is freedom. I dated a woman who was from Germany, and she wanted to be a doctor. And in Germany, to hear her tell it at that time, you could do anything. You could choose any particular line of work. But what the government did was they deliberately only allowed certain amount of people to get in to be educated to regulate the workflow or the workforce in any particular industry. And so she moved to the United States to become a doctor. Here in the United States, we're all free to all become doctors, and then there be too many doctors. We are free to all do anything, and then there's too much anything. We are self-regulating. We are self-regulating. And I think to give appreciation for the freedoms that we have, to know that it's not perfect, to know that we do have journalists who are digging for truth and are sharing those truths. The United States, I have great hope for. How about you? I truly do. I think that we come back 100 years from now, if we were to come back in a Wayback Machine, I think we'll see that, I forget who said it, but in times like these, it seems like there have always been times like these. We're coming out of a pandemic. There's a lot going on. In times like these, it seems like there's always been times like these. So celebrate. First of all, this weekend, celebrate, especially if you're vaccinated, that you made it. I was just, yesterday, I was writing down, what am I grateful for? And I went, I survived a pandemic in which 500,000 people in the United States died. Be grateful. Be grateful for this country. Be grateful for the resources that were marshaled together to push and create vaccines at a level that are just unseen or unheard of. That's what the United States can do when it comes together. I see us coming together. I see us being more together and understanding one another and appreciating one another. Therefore, building together, building a brighter future to where we are number one, to where we truly are number one. Thank you to the people who lead this country. Thank you to the people who serve this country. Thank you to the people who worked so hard to create this system that we have, and may it continue to evolve to its full potential for everyone in the United States of America. God bless America. Thank you. All right, everybody, this is your opportunity to share. If you would like, click share and tell us that you have shared. And that way we know. And we are going to go and read what some of you have to say. As we do that, and I will share with you a song for the day. Cynthia Barcher says, yes, grateful for all you and your positivity. Very sweet of you. Freedom of speech. Yes. It's interesting. Freedom of speech, also freedom to carry guns. With the freedom of speech, we have the freedom to rile other people up, and they're carrying guns. Both freedoms that our founding fathers, in this case, gave us, and both of which carry challenges. David says, yes, it requires that we all involve from head to heart. Lots of lawyers. I thought about that too this morning, David, as I was thinking about this. And it's all interrelated. And so I don't want to point a finger at anyone except myself. Who and what am I being? I'm challenged by my mom's demands. Thanks to this program, I'm able to handle these days better. Thank you for doing these jump starts. Mary, my honor. Thank you for being here. Yes, I have lots of hope for the land of the free and the home of the brave, says David. Shared and grateful to have survived COVID and getting vaccinated. All right. For those of you who have not shared, please click share if you would. I'm going to select a song of the day. Yeah, I'm just pulling. It's not like I'm totally pulling it off my shoulder. I have two playlists that are really pretty. They're all amazing. I got it. Here we go. Song of the day is about to be typed into your comment section, and please, we invite you, no matter when you're listening to this. Song of the day is Hold On Tight by ELO. That is not ELO. That is the Electric Light Orchestra. ELO. Hold On Tight to Your Dreams by ELO. Don't give up. Everybody enjoy this weekend. Have a great time. Be safe. Thank you for being with me. Again, thanks for all the words of kindness. Love you all. And I will look forward to seeing you on Monday. Or is Monday a holiday? I know my daughter's taking it off. I'll probably be here. Let's just say that. Although if I'm not, I will post and let everybody know. Thanks again for being here. Love ELO, says Linda. By the way, I read the other day that ELO, and I'm going to get this wrong, but something along the lines of ELO has more number one top Billboard hits than any band ever, and that includes the Beatles. I don't know. Their connection with the Beatles, says David. There we go. Awesome possum. Thanks, everybody, for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon, probably Monday. Click share. Bye-bye.
No more complaining people. Their lives are changing. We're flying high, creating a complaint-free world. No more complaining people. Their lives are changing.